Man, I really burnt out there for a while. And I've been wrestling with something lately. I'm rethinking my content strategy, not because what I'm doing isn't working, but because I designed it for a version of my life that I don't actually live anymore. Here's the reality. I'm a dad now. I have a family. So I don't have endless nights or weekends or emotional energy to pour into things that might never go anywhere. I've got about 8 to 10 hours a week to build something. So that something has to really actually matter. And the problem was I was trying to do everything all at once. Podcasts, writing sessions, behind the scenes, short films, clips, verticals, long form, you name it. And on paper, it was super ambitious. It was exactly what I needed to do to grow extremely fast. But in reality, it was exhausting. Because I wasn't being intentional. I was tired of splitting my attention in too many directions.
I feel thin, sort of stretched, like butter scraped over too much bread.
So I had to ask myself, what am I really building here? Well, I'm building a new kind of film production studio. One that will disrupt the old way of making films and shows. And I know that YouTube has to be a part of that journey in order to grow an audience and build trust with that audience. But here's what I realized. I don't actually want to be YouTube famous. I don't want to be an influencer. What I really want to do is write and direct narrative films, to tell stories, and to create work that lasts longer than a trend cycle. So this channel has to serve that goal and not distract from it. So I started rethinking pretty much everything, which sucks, but sometimes it's necessary. Instead of asking what kind of content should I be making, I had to ask myself, what kind of life am I trying to build? So here's where I'm at least for right now. I'm gonna focus on fewer things, done with more intention. I'm gonna lean into filmmaker takes as a space where I can think out loud about what I'm learning, not to teach or preach, just a place to reflect. The Writer's Room podcast is gonna be less frequent. It's gonna act more as a challenge rather than daily documenting of me writing. It can be a place where I can continue to sharpen my skills and a place where I can collaborate with other creatives. And this is gonna let me write in private most of my main stories, which is where a lot of my creative juices come from. You know, the quiet, boring, intimate late nights without any distractions. And when it comes to narrative work, I want it to feel more like programming. I want this place to be like your new favorite TV channel. So I don't want my short films to come off as precious one-off like art drops that disappear into the void after I post them. I want it to be sustainable and repeatable, something I can build over time. That way I could spend more time actually creating films, the content that I want to make, instead of just trying to jump on the YouTube influencer band train. And yeah, part of the shift is about money. So I don't think that's a dirty word. I do want to make a living doing this. Ultimately, I want to be able to say that this is my job and not just the thing that I squeeze into the cracks of my life. But that means building an audience and thinking about distribution. And it means being honest about what actually scales. So if you're watching this and you're feeling stuck like me, you might be doing a lot, but not moving forward. And maybe the problem isn't really your effort, but it's the strategy that you built for a life that you no longer live. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I'm just trying to figure this out, but I do know this. I'd rather build something slowly and honestly and sustainably than chase a version of success that burns me out before I even get there. And that's why I'm rethinking my content strategy. And honestly, it feels like the first time in a while that everything's starting to line up. So let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.